Welcome to BattleBots at Home. Today we have a very special episode, as these are the last fights of the Fight Night rounds. After this episode, every bot will have had all 3 of their fights, and we'll be ready to reveal who made the cut for the Top 32 Championship Tournament at the end of the episode. Taking a look at our final fight card, you can see we're ending the Fight Night rounds with a bang. 0-2 bots like Rusty and Incredible have one last chance to secure a win for the season. 1-1 bots like Unintended Consequences and Grappler are on the bubble and will do everything they can to get a second win to help get them into the tournament. And we've saved the best for last. For our final main event, we have 2 of the most dominant bots we've ever seen on the show. It's the incredibly brutal Flipper of Hydration, facing off against the undefeated, reigning champion, Whiplash. The winner will join a small group of 3-0 bots and be guaranteed a high seed in the Round of 32 tournament. But first, we have the 0-2 Flipper bot known as Esper, attempting to take down the Season 1 champion, Force, who's currently 1-1. Can the red and yellow Flipper pull off the upset? Let's find out now. Three, 2, 1. Let the bot battle begin. Can Esper pull off the impossible and take down the Season 1 champion? Probably not, as Force gets behind them, pushes them into the pulverizer. Esper trying their best to retaliate. Force rips off the Flipper! The entire Flipper of Esper is now gone, and Force takes off another piece, and Esper is not doing so hot right now. They're in a lot of trouble right now. I'm not sure how they can bounce back from here. Or maybe they can, as they push. Oh, they're getting underneath Force, and it would seem that the wedgelets of Force are bent downwards. And that allows Esper to get underneath them more and more. And this fight is actually being a lot closer than I initially thought. Or maybe not, as Force pushes Esper into the pulverizer once again. But as you can see, their front wheels are off the ground, so they don't have much drive power because their wedgelets have been bent downwards. Never seen that before, but Force is trying their best. Getting and that's probably going to be it. They have bisected Esper. Esper's entire top half is gone. And even though Force is in trouble being stuck on its front with its front wheels off the ground, those wedgelets bent downwards, I think Esper might be down for the count. Yeah, I think that's it. Esper has no more movement. And Force, things were scared for them at first. But 10, it looks like they're going to get 9, a win, go 2-1, and 7, get into the tournament.
6, 5, 4,
getting stuck
3,
on a piece of Esper's
2,
broken body.
1.
But nah, it's official. Force has won this fight. Esper will be going home at 0-3. For the most part, the fight went about as well as you'd expect. Esper did get... They tried their best here. They really did try. But unfortunately, Force showed why they are so dangerous, ripping off the Flipper. And once that happened, Esper did not have a primary weapon. Look at this launch, as they just launch a piece of Esper across the box. Esper did get their wedgelets bent downwards, which was their opportunity, but unfortunately, it just wasn't enough. Force still doing tons of damage, just ripping off the top half of Esper, and Esper was donezo. This next fight is sure to be very explosive, as it features the 1-1 full-body spinner of Unintended Consequences, going up against the 0-2 vertical bar spinner of Bad Idea. I have a feeling this fight is not going to last long. Let's see it right now. Three, 2, 1. Let the bot battle begin. This is a situation where one of these 2 bots will die horribly with how powerful these weapons are. Oh, just like that. Amazing shot from Unintended Consequences. Bad Idea. One of the biggest blades we've ever seen. They're 0-2, unfortunately, and they would like to cap off their season with at least 1 win. Unintended Consequences, 1-1. Very destructive full-body spinner. And it's a good back and forth so far as the spinners smash into each other. Both seem to be okay so far. Bad Idea really getting in there. Ooh, toppled over. And Bad Idea, that's their biggest weakness. They're pretty top-heavy. It's very easy for them to get unstable and fall on their face. That's why they have the self-right mechanism to help balance that issue. Unintended Consequence. Bad Idea has done the splits.
10,
Bad Idea's bottom
9,
part
8,
has broken off.
7,
and I think Bad Idea
6,
is in a whole heap of trouble.
4,
I think they're down for the
3,
count. Yeah,
2,
there we go, the countdown.
1.
and unintended consequences just showed the consequences of not being properly prepared to deal with them. Unintended consequences, pretty dangerous spinner. They're 2-1 now. Should get that spot in the tournament pretty easily. Bad Idea tried their best, but unintended consequences just tougher, more powerful, more dangerous. Bad Idea is dead. Tough luck. Just how much more destruction can this full body spinner do in the tournament? Coming all the way from Britain, we've got the powerful Hammerbot of Beta. Beta is 1-1 after a great win against BattleBot and a disappointing loss to Mac and Cheese, and they know a win here is critical to ensure a good spot in the tournament. Their opponent is Spinna, who has not had a good season and is currently 0-2. Will their luck finally turn around this time? Let's see. Three, 2, 1. Let the bot battle begin. If Spinna wants any chance, they need to beat Beta. Otherwise, they'll go 0-3 and be eliminated. Beta, 1-1, really wants a good win here to get a good spot in the tournament. And they might just get it as they fire the hammer again and again. Spinna just trying to get away from that powerful hammer as they get... Oh my goodness! And if you look closely, Spinna has been split once again. The bottom plate has come off, which means the bot is dead. This is the third time it has happened. And for the third time, Spinna will be going home empty-handed as Beta showing no mercy, bringing down the hammer. They've already won, but they want to just rub it in. Beta showing why British robots are very, very dangerous. Beta is likely in the tournament and is a real threat. Spinna tried their best, but that wedge of Beta just deflected them perfectly. They barely even put a scratch on Beta. Beta simply did not care. And eventually Spinna's durability issues came to haunt him once again. Split in half, and then it was hammering time, courtesy of Beta. Talk about getting hammered. Jerry is a fan-favorite bot who has had a very interesting journey. They actually weren't accepted into the main season at first, but after fighting hard into pre-qualifiers, they were able to earn a spot. As for the main competition, they started the season off with a great win over Terrific before getting wrecked by the Revolutionists, meaning they're now 1-1. They'll be fighting the Hammerbot of Walking Mess, who is unfortunately 0-2 after brutal losses to the lowest and unintended consequences. Which of these two bots will come out on top? Let's find out now. Three, 2, 1. Let the bot battle begin. This is sure to be exciting. Oh my goodness! And in one hit, Walking Mess has decapitated Jerry and split him into pieces. Oh my goodness, I've never seen anything like this.
10,
The hammer just broke off, but it doesn't matter. Walking Mess has won this fight.
5,
Jerry
4,
has been completely
3,
destroyed,
2,
executed.
1.
Just off with his, oh my, what the heck just happened? Walking Mess may just be responsible for one of the most amazing KOs I've ever seen. In one hit, they decapitated Jerry off with his head. Just amazing stuff from Walking Mess. It may be too late to get into the tournament, but we will remember this. Walking Mess should not be taken lightly. Jerry did not know what hit them. We've reached the halfway point of the episode, meaning it's time to take a look at our most important main event of the season, Whiplash versus Hydration. Who will take the victory? Let's take a sneak peek at that fight right now. In our next fight, it's the battle of the tracked robots. It's the 0-2 Rusty going up against the 1-1 Barnacles. Let's see that fight right now. Three, two, one. Let the bot battle begin. This is going to be interesting. Like we said before, both these bots have tank treads, so that should be something interesting. Rusty firing the hammer. Oh, and the entire cage spinner of Barnacles has come off just like nothing. What was it attached on? Glue? But yeah, Barnacles is left without a weapon. Rusty does have that axe, and now this should be target practice. However, Rusty does not have any ground game, and Barnacles can still be a good wedge, so the fight isn't automatically over. Barnacles still has a shot, but Rusty has nothing to be afraid of anymore. The two bots just tango with each other, going head to head, face to face. Rusty actually has a face, a cute face. That makes it so lovable, but it's in the arena of death against Barnacles, and is actually doing pretty well so far. Oh, yes, they have! They just sniped! Oh my goodness, Rusty just took off one of the tank treads of Barnacles. Incredible damage! I did not expect that from Rusty of all bots. They have disabled half of Barnacle's drive. Barnacle now only has one track, and that is amazing. A perfect shot. They just sniped the track, and now Barnacles is coming apart, and believe it or not, Rusty is the most destructive bot in the arena right now. Just firing that axe again and again. They're going to try to snipe the other track. Will they be able to do it? Barnacles in a lot of trouble. They have no weapon. They've lost one of their tracks. And things are not looking well for them, as Rusty just showing no mercy, firing that hammer as much as they can. Just trying to do whatever they can to win this fight. Barnacles, they're kind of driving in circles a little bit. Their range of motion is limited with one side of drive gone. Rusty just firing that hammer. It may not look that powerful, but clearly they've been doing something right, as this is probably Rusty's best fight it's ever had. Barnacles is being humiliated as they're getting hit again and again and again by the hammer of Rusty. Rusty is taking no prisoners today in this amazing fight. Barnacles still has a little bit of pushing power, even with only one tread, so that's something. But they're going to need to do a lot to win this fight. Rusty has not taken nearly as much damage as they have. And Rusty just really showing what they can do. The little bot from the junkyard just showing how deadly they can really be. The two bots just kind of gauging each other so far. We're a little under less than a minute to go in this fight. Rusty just firing that axe again and again as much as they can, hoping to hit that other tread and get the KO victory. Barnacles just going around town. I gotta say, Barnacles is actually driving way better than I thought, considering they lost one tread. Oh, but they lost the other tread! The other tread has come off! And that's gonna be it! Without those treads, Barnacles cannot move! And Rusty is gonna win this fight by KO! They have destroyed Barnacles! Rusty, the cute bot, the underdog, the people's champion. They have shown that they have what it takes to be a deadly opponent. Now that was a good fight. I did not expect Rusty to be the one getting the KO here. But look at this, takes off the weapon immediately. And from there on then, Barnacles could only act as a wedge. They were doing well at first, but the damage from Rusty just piled up. Especially here, they sniped that track perfectly right off the body. And then Rusty just went to work, took off the other track, and things were off track for Barnacles. Good job, Rusty. Grappler has always been a good control bot, but they've had a mixed season so far. Their only win was against Rusty, and later on they got dominated by Cobalt, leaving them at 1-1. Their opponent is incredible. I mean, its name is incredible. Its performance has not been incredible. They're 0-2 and can't afford to lose this fight. There's a lot at stake here. Let's see the fight right now. Three, two, one. Let the bot battle begin. Incredible, that massive blade. Grappler not afraid though as they grab onto Incredible immediately, pushes them to the pulverizer. Good control immediately. Incredible needs to get out of that corner right now so they can have space to spin up, but Grappler is going to give them that chance as they get another good grab on them. Grappler just showing why they're named Grappler. They grapple things pretty easily. The Skeleton Man has fallen off, and Pain onto Incredible as they get hit by the pulverizer. And so far, Grappler really doing its best right now, looking unfazed by any of Incredible's attacks. And Incredible has broken. The weapon has come off. And I think it's safe to say the bot is down as they get hit by the pulverizer. Pieces go everywhere. Oh, brutal attack by Gridlock. Just froze their carcass. And froze the Skeleton into the screws that had insult to injury. Grappler gets a good win. And poor Incredible. They are not looking good. Grappler just isn't afraid of big spinners. They're so good at controlling them. And this is a perfect example of that. Just went immediately into the face of Incredible. Put him into the pulverizers. Let the hazards do all the damage. And Grappler just showed why they're such a good control bot. Just grabbing them, putting them where they wanted to go, and ending the fight how they wanted. That's it. Grappler, good job. In our penultimate fight, we have the return of Slick, a very destructive hammerbot who's 2-0 right now. They're going to get a third win in their fight against Paradox, a unique control bot who's 1-1. Let's see that fight right now. Three, two, let the bot battle begin, and immediately Paradox gets a good grab on Slick, but Slick smashes his way out of there, takes off a piece of Paradox, but Paradox doesn't care. They get a good grab on the Slick and takes him to the pulverizer immediately. Great control by Paradox, such a good control bot, but Slick has a powerful hammer. He can end this fight in one hit. Just like that. Oh, and the entire top assembly of Paradox has come off. Some pieces go everywhere. And Paradox has just been pounded into submission, courtesy of the hammer of Slick. Slick really showing why they are to be feared. Oh, and there goes another huge hit. Slick wins this fight in absolutely brutal fashion. This fight may have been quick, but it was really back and forth. Paradox gets an amazing grab right here on Slick, and another good grab here. Paradox just showing what they can do, but the power of the hammer of Slick was just too much for them. Even though Paradox could control them, they couldn't damage them, but Slick could absolutely damage Paradox, just like this. A few giant hits from that hammer were enough to kill Paradox then and there. Slick winning this fight, just like that. Powerful stuff from the Hammerbot. I'm happy to say it is now time for our final main event between the fantastic flipper of Hydration and the undefeated champion of Whiplash. First up, we have Hydration. This is easily one of the most brutal flippers we've ever seen, literally launching bots to heights like never seen before. And after amazing KO wins over Megabyte and Inverse, Hydration has really proven itself to be a top-tier bot, capable of going very far into the tournament. But this will be by far their greatest challenge yet. Our reigning champion Whiplash is the best bot in the field. With 8 wins last season and 2 wins this season, Whiplash is on an amazing 10-fight winning streak, and they have never lost a fight. I'm not sure what can beat them. But now, it's time for the ultimate throwdown. Can Hydration finally get his chance to shine, or will Whiplash claim yet another win on his journey towards winning another giant disc? Only one way to find out. Let's head down to the box for our final main event of the season.
Three, two,
let the main event begin. Whiplash versus Hydration. The bots, very cautious of each other, both very dangerous, knows their limits. Whiplash, already Hydration gets underneath Whiplash, getting some good flips in on our reigning champion. Whiplash in trouble, trying to self-right, pieces come off. Whiplash battles back here, takes off some of the front wedgelets of Hydration. Hydration gets a massive flip from Hydration, just throwing Whiplash through the air, and they're out of the arena. They've done it. They have done it. Hydration has done it. They have become the first bot to beat Whiplash. The king has been defeated. They've done the impossible. They've beaten our reigning champion. Hydration did something I didn't think anyone could ever do. After 10 fights, Whiplash has finally met its match. They finally lost a fight, and Hydration is the King Slayer. Hydration almost guaranteed to get that number 1 seed. They got underneath Whiplash and just threw them around. Whiplash is an amazing bot, but when you're out of the arena, it doesn't matter. Hydration just tossing Whiplash. They tried to self-right, but Hydration never gave them a chance to recover. And just like that, Hydration gets one of the most spectacular wins of the season and pulls off the ultimate upset. I can't believe it. And with that, our final fight night has come to an end. Just to recap, Bite Force took a bite out of Esper. Unintended Consequences defeated Bad Idea. Beat up Spinna. Jerry got chopped in half by Walking Mess. Rusty killed Barnacles. Incredible got grappled by Grappler. Paradox got destroyed by Slick. And in our main event, Hydration pulled off the impossible and brought an end to Whiplash's winning streak. Now, normally that would be the end of the episode, but we got to reveal the bots that have qualified for the championship tournament. We started with 64 mean machines, and after 3 rounds of fighting, only half will make it into the top 32 tournament. We won't reveal the seeding, but we will show who made it. Without further ado, let's take a look at the 31 machines that have automatically qualified based on their performance. Obviously, the 8 bots that went 3-0 have qualified. Not only that, but all of them are guaranteed a seed in the top 8. But it's going to be really interesting to see who ends up taking the number 1 seed. Next up, we have 23 2-1 bots that managed to qualify. All of these bots may have the same record, but they've all had very different stories, which is why it's going to be hard to predict who gets what seed. Now, if you were keeping count, you may have noticed that was only 31 robots. That's right, just like last season, we couldn't decide who to give the last spot to and have decided that the bots that just barely missed out will be given one last chance to earn that spot in the tournament. Specifically, we have 4 2-1 bots and 4 1-2 bots who all seem to equal in terms of performance. Now, without further ado, let's see who those bots are. Here are the 8 bots that will be fighting for the final spot. Gridlock, Duck, Witch Doctor, Grappler, 87, Megabyte, Anger Issues, and Speedrun will all be fighting in the Desperado Tournament, a single elimination tournament where the 8 bots will fight each other until only one remains to take the final spot in the top 32. The Desperado Tournament will air next week on Saturday, with the bracket for it being revealed the day before. Be sure to tune in to see who earns the final top 32 spot. Thanks for watching.